Welcome to Tai Chi. Everybody ready? Let's warm up. Hands at our waist, turn our neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stretch your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Expand your chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Waist exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Airplane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Touch toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shift your weight. Be careful. Kick your foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Kick your butt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Iceman, opening up our span, parallel feet, choose one side, cross and hold, sit on that back side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shift your weight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So put your hands on your shoulder, and can you push it down and drop it? Okay, that's what it means to drop your shoulders. In dropping your shoulders, at the same time, your elbows and wrists come down also, rather than spread apart, but it's downwards, okay? So some of these techniques are easy to say, maybe a little harder to understand, but if you physically put your hand there, this is not the stance you want. You want to come down, okay? So after we come down, we find that our weight is, we are well grounded in our feet, our legs, and our thighs, but not only that, heavier on the danten to better focus on it, okay, our center of gravity. And with that in mind, when we drop our shoulders, our middle finger comes naturally to the side seam of our pants, our butt is tucked under, our knees are relaxed, our chest, of course, is a little hollow, tongue is on our palate, our chin is down rather than straight and parallel to the floor. Our head is erect all the time. Now this posture, we can never get out of it, no matter what we do. So I recognize that many of you get out of this posture, but if you can somehow remind yourself that in doing Tai Chi, this is the posture that needs to be maintained, no matter what the movement requires, okay? Opening up our span a little bit, we're gonna shift our weight to the left, up, golden cockroach. Dropping our shoulders down, center and up, and counterbalance. Center, down, center, up. Drop your shoulders. Right hand on the outside, shift weight up, counterbalance and out. Left hand and out, counterbalancing. So how do we coordinate our movements? When we shift our weight and we start to balance, we cross our hands to help us be more secure, kicking out in line, counterbalancing, shifting our weight, thinking through what we're doing, crossing for security, and then out. Last set. Actually, last one. Holding our ball, rooting down, energy stored on the right, her back foot, out on an L stance, bottom hand advances, move the energy up and across to the tips of your finger. Here it is. Sit back all the way. Pivot on your heel, shift back on your left, on a T, out and to the side. Move that energy. Cross your core out to the tips. Sit back all the way. Pivot. Shift weight, hold your ball. Out to the side. Part the wild horse's mane. Here it is. Sit back. Pivot. Hold your ball on a tee. Root down. Shoulders should be naturally down, even on parting of the wild horse's mane. Sit back. Twist step. Hold your ball. Feel that energy on your right leg and foot. Keep your shoulders down. Keep your head erect, your chin down. Out on an L. Move the bottom hand. No shifting of your Tai Chi posture. Here it is. Sit back. Pivot. Hold your ball. Check your Tai Chi posture. Out on an L. Move the hips and waist as if you're walking in that direction. Here it is. Are your shoulders down? Are you not arching your back? Are you not locked in on the back leg? Sit back. Twist. Hold your ball. In Yang Ten form. Dropping your shoulders again. Commencing form. Open. Rotate. Deep breath. No getting out of your Tai Chi posture. Release. Reverse. Tuck your elbows. Drop your shoulders. Center. Backhand higher. Open. Bring it to your ear. Turn. Meet in the middle. Slide. Repulsing of the monkey. Center. Higher. Open. Ear. Turn. Meet. Slide. T and parallel. Ear, heel, hand. Brush your knee. Round it out. Sit back all the way. Pivot. Parallel and higher on a T. Out and to the side. Move the hips and waist. Walk in that direction. No getting out of your posture. Sit back. Twist step. Hold your ball. Root down. Out and to the side. Roll the legs. Part the wild horse's mane. Here it is. Sit back all the way. Then twist. Hold your ball in the T. Out and to the side. Bottom hand advances. Keep your Tai Chi posture. Flip and meet. Sit back. Pivot. Stem and cup at 12. Pivot open. 9 o'clock. Flip meet. 12 o'clock cup. 3 o'clock. Flip meet. Drop your shoulders. 9 o'clock. Only flip meet. Use your hips and waist. 3 o'clock. Flip meet. Close. Middle. Use your hips and waist. Flip meet open. Middle. Use your hips and waist. Only flip meet. Up. Golden cockerel. Down, center, down. Center, up. Down, shift weight. Center, up, and out. Down, center, up, and out. Holding our ball in a T stance, root down with your energy, out and to the side, both the legs, part the wild horse's mane. Here it is. Oops. Flip and meet, grasp the bird's tail, look back, turn, then square, then contact, push, separate, roll back, roll up and forward. Sit back. What are we doing? Something wrong. That's okay. T stance, out and to the side, forward off, and grasp the bird's tail. contact. Sit back. Ward off. Contact. Drop your shoulders. Keep them low. Sit back. Pivot. Open. In. Shoulders down. Up. Shoulders still down. Always down. Out. Separate. Drop your shoulders. Flex your knees. Make yourself small as you close your forearm. Okay. So we encumbered something. I'm not going to be bothered finding out where I made a mistake, but we just put it all together and keep that same flow, keep the juices running. So as you can tell, my focus is keeping your Tai Chi posture. I take the video home and I take the footage home and I sync the two cameras, and it goes through a long process of rendering and transcoding, maybe 2 or 3 hours before I can actually start to edit. And I a lot of times don't want to hear myself, and so I just kind of go through it quickly, and I know where I've made an error and I can somehow edit it or throw music on it or something. And but really the proof of the pudding comes when you see yourselves, and when Ken and I have the chance, which is almost always if we're not out on Saturday, and we watch the whole footage. And what really hits us is that you've come a long ways, a really long ways, even for those who have just started with us. But what impresses us most is that everybody keeps their sense of calmness, and you are 99% together, and that really looks well. But we do notice some things that we feel that are kind of glaring, and we blame ourselves. So one of the most eyesore area is to see you out of Tai Chi posture. And I want to help you, because maybe I let you go too long and never really kind of pulled you down to look at your posture. And although I may show you and demonstrate something that you shouldn't do, you may disclaim it and say, that's not me, but I know who she's talking about. But that's not the attitude. The attitude is, what is it that she's trying to tell me that perhaps I can get better in doing? It may be not that extreme, but I hope that when you watch the videos, that you do spot something good about yourself, good about others, and then find something that can be bettered in yourself and perhaps in others, okay? Because that's a way of learning. I'm toying with the idea of showing you what I mean, and I think I'll try that. So these people will see the arch, and these people may or may not see it. But so I'm in good Tai Chi posture, and you see, I don't know if you see, but my shoulders are definitely dropped. Okay, and I'm rooted down, and I feel that sensation. When I come out into a side, this is a good Tai Chi posture right here. Okay, I don't believe at any time I lifted my shoulders. Now, the next set I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do it wrong. So kind of visualize what it is that looks out of whack. Now watch another one that's out of whack. As subtle as it is, it's not good, okay? So the first time was perfect, perfect. The second time, I arched my back. The third time, I pitched myself forward, okay? So be careful, be really careful because it'll catch up. All right, so enough talking now. We need to move into Tai Chi walk and apply what we just learned. Apply what we just learned, and remember, you need to walk in that direction. This is another area that we feel is a little weak. So although you know that you're supposed to walk in that direction, you need to clearly show me. You need to clearly show me. This spotlight here needs to turn. It cannot half turn. It needs to turn. And then that's not all. It needs to turn. Many of you are not doing that. Sit back. You need to turn as if you're walking in this direction. Don't worry about this one. This one will come later, walking in this direction. So what we see is something like this. It's not defined. It's too blurry. It's half. You're half doing it. Okay? All right, let's move back. And in doing the walk in that direction, you're firming down your foot so that you have only one foot that's weighted, and that's your energy right there. That's your chi. If you should not give it to that whole foot, it's not good enough. It's not doing Tai Chi. So you need to clearly come out, walk in that direction, give that weight, all of it. There is no weight here. Give it half of its weight and walk in this direction, and so on and so forth. Okay. All right, watch where you're walking. There's there are little tricks to this room every time we come, okay? All right, hands at your waist. Here we go. Pivot out. Shift your weight. Heel. Roll the legs down. Walk in that direction. Sit back all the way. Pivot out. Walk in that direction. Heel. Turn the hips and waist. Walk in that direction. Sit back all the way. Pivot out. Walk in that direction. Heel. Turn the hips and waist. Walk in that direction. Sit back. Pivot out. Walk in that direction. Heel. Hold the legs over the heel. Walk in that direction. Sit back. Pivot out. Walk in that direction. Heel. Hold the legs over the heel and down. Sit back. Pivot out. Walk in that direction. Heel. Hold the legs over the heel and down. Sit back. Walk in that direction. Heel. Hold the legs over the heel and down. Just because we have our hands at our waist does not mean that we need to arch our back. Be careful. So although we're concentrating on our form, remember now, good Tai Chi posture, you need to look outward. Conscious awareness, you're alert to what you're doing, alert to your surroundings. Looking at your posture, holding your ball out and to the side, part the world versus main, without arching, without forward movements. Only parting the wild versus main this time. Sitting back, holding your ball, keeping your Tai Chi posture. Out, hold the legs, and down. Watch how and the timing of when I hold my ball. So it's not done before you are on one foot, neither is it done after you get on one foot, but in the process of getting there. Some of you are forming your ball, I think, a little bit early. So in watching and in doing what I asked you, if you can think about all your body parts as if they are a rubber band and it needs to be extended in a uniform way. So once you form this, you're breaking your rhythm up. Breaking your rhythm and probably snapping something within your system. So Tai Chi is just slowly coming out, slowly coming back in a very uniform way. And you do this definitely with better balance, which we're gaining over time, but using what we have on top to match what is on the bottom. Here we go. Dropping your shoulders. Out. Heel. Over the heel. Down. Sit back. Out. Heel. Fold. Down. Getting ready to hold our ball. Sit back. Pivot out. Heel. Roll the legs. Part the wild versus main. Here it is. Sit back. Pivot out. Hold your ball. Heel. Actually, I'm going to move you further up, okay? So just follow me. Okay, we're going to do a white crane. Half step. Spin. Sit back. Drop your right hand. Drop your left foot. Set it down. Drop your shoulders. Drop your front foot. Tuck that elbow. Drop it down. Swirl back. Parallel and higher, ear, out, turn, walk in that direction. Walk in that direction, parallel and higher, ear, Tai Chi posture. Half step. Sit back. On your toe. On your heel. Dropping your shoulders. Center. Rubber band. Out. Repulsing. Drop your shoulders. Dropping your shoulders. And again. Center higher. Pivot. Drop your shoulders. L. Contact. No arching. Sit back. Same level, hold your ball. L. Roll back. Sit back. Pivot. Cup. T. Cup. Look the backhand, look at it. Out. Down. Sit back. Pivot. Use your hips and waists. Cloud hands. Use your hips and waists. Use your hips and waists. That means to turn your hips and waists, not just your hands. Turn. Hook. T. Out. Single whip. Half step. Sit back. Pat your horse. Drop your shoulders. Out to the left. Drop your shoulders. Keep them dropped. And out. Away from the back foot, heel. Tuck those shoulders. Tuck your elbow. Look through your double punch. Sit back. Pivot all the way. Lift. And out. Hook, toe, drop, halfway, veer to the left, set, up, golden cockerel. Toe, pivot, hook, split, down, halfway, veer to the right, set, up, golden cockerel. Extend the knee to the left, hold your ball. Heel, hand, roll to your forehead, out and shuttle. Sit back, pivot out, hold your ball, heel, bottom hand advances, shuttle left. Half step to the back. Keep Tai Chi posture. Needle, up, foot, touch, flash arms like a fan, rubber banded. Sit back, pivot, fist, deflect, roll back, shoulders down, shoulders still down. Open and close. And in, raise the tiger. Rotate out. Drop your shoulders. Make yourself small. Bring all that energy back. Heel, toe, heel. Very good. Okay, come back to your original position. But what I'd like to impress upon you is that you need to turn your hips and waist. There's nothing wrong with just turning your hips and waist, and the hands are there. Don't put so much emphasis on your hands, but use your hips and waist. Can you just stand there and slide like me and say, I know what she means? Use your hips and waist. Turn them. Okay? Everybody doing it? I'm checking you all out. Turn the hips and waist. This is cloud hands. It's not just staying stable and moving your hands, which I see a lot of you doing, okay? So you can fashion it after a spotlight in your danten. The spotlight goes this way. It moves and goes to the extremity of 9 o'clock. It moves to 12, 1, 2, 3. If this thing doesn't move, you're not doing cloud hands. And we talk about the principle being what you do on the top matches what you do on the bottom and vice versa. If you're at single whip, and we're all going to do this, we sit back, we cup. Where are my hips and waists? Is that spotlight moving? If it is, more than likely, my upper body, hands and shoulders and waist will all move. If it's not, it's merely a hand motion. It's merely a hand motion, which cloud hands and Tai Chi is not. Okay, any questions so far? Do you all follow what I say and follow what I'm demonstrating? So now the job belongs to you. Try to apply it to yourself, okay? And in doing all of this, remember now, we need to look more closely at our feet. It's in sync. It's not in sync right now. So the foot, here's my weight over here, but that counterbalancing foot helps me to better balance. It's almost as if I'm going to fall over the edge on this way. So what I do, I use my foot in a way that helps my body on the top. Okay, we see a little bit out of sync there, and then the hip moves first. The hip moves first before your hands. The hips move first and then your hands, okay? All right, let's try it. And don't lead with your elbow or your shoulder. Don't lead with your elbow and shoulder. We're saying a lot, and it applies to a good number of you, okay? All right, let's start with single whip. We're going into cloud hands, okay? Sit back, pivot, cup, hands and waist, as well as our turning of our waist. Middle, turn the hips and waist, close. Middle, turn the hips and waist open. Middle, turn the hips and waist, close. The key word is turn. Are you turning? I don't always see that. Are you turning? Drill. Turning. Turning. And at all times, our Tai Chi posture remains the same, where our shoulders are down, all right? We're gonna come out. Hook, T, drop shoulders, out L, drop even more. Half step, Sit back, pat your horse. Cross, step to the left, out on your heel, palms down, same things together. Up and out. Counterbalance, in, down. Remember how to look through your double punch without leaning forward. Sit back, pivot, turn, left hand, left foot up, and out. Hook, toe, down, halfway, veer to the left, set, up, golden cockerel, toe, pivot, hook, split, down, veer to the right now, set, up, extend the knee down away from the back foot. Hold your ball. Heel out, hand out, roll that hand, push out to the left, right. Sit back, pivot in, hold your ball, heel, hand away from the back foot, roll out. Half step to the back, set up your right hand, don't get out of Tai Chi posture. One hand, two hands, foot, start in the middle, out, flash arms. Sit back, pivot, fist, deflect, carry, and punch. Okay, this is where I want to help you with a little bit more. If I don't see it and I see that but finally by the time you turn, we assume that you've done something right. But that something right in that area before the something right, we need to look at it, examine it a little bit more. It's easy to say she got it because she's turned or he's turned. So there's a lot involved. So I'm going to take it from flash arms like a fan. So flash arms like a fan, there's a tendency for people to somehow turn their neck and shoulders to allow for this thing, for the fan. So you want to be careful on that, even for my more mature students, okay? So out with your left, clearly on an L, and you're actually touching here and you're turning this way, okay? You're sitting back, you're pivoting, and do you notice that something happens when you sit back? I'm not moving my hands, only at this point when I'm shifting my weight, coming down, in, and out, a little higher. Okay, you want to see it at eye level, then you want to touch and come back. Okay, so from this angle, am I going to be able to show you this way? Maybe this way, okay? So I don't torque anything, I don't go this way. All I do is keep my Tai Chi posture. And you know, when I did call keep your shoulders down, it seemed like every time I called, there would be a tendency to come up on your shoulders. But once your shoulders are down, you keep them down, no matter what form you're doing, what you're doing on the top or the bottom. Okay, so here we go, our watch first. Sit back, pivot, shift weight, hold your fist, down, and then out. All the movements should be like a rubber band, okay? Touch. And then you notice how it wasn't parallel thing, it was slightly dipped forward. Loose wrist, and you don't want to bring this, if your thumb extends beyond your wrist, it's probably too tight. So you want to keep it down, something like this, okay? So loose fist or relaxed fist and the thumb just surrounding. Next, coming out, Sit back, pivot, toe and fist, out on your heel, bring it in, parry and punch. Touch, sit back. Okay, don't arch your back. Make sure the shoulders are down. Roll up and forward. Sit back, twist, turn. Twist, open. Without getting out of Tai Chi posture. In. Tuck it in, right hand, up. Shoulders should still be down. All the time. Rotate. Push out. Now when we drop, it's even down further. Okay, so the level in which that shoulder remains, you should always be aware of it. I think a lot of you get out of it depending on what you're doing. And if you can consciously, I think the best way to do Tai Chi is, now that you know the sequence, many of you do know the sequence, then focus on the principle. What is it that I'm supposed to be doing? I'm supposed to be dropping my shoulder. I'm supposed to be getting an L stance. I'm supposed to be sitting back, and I'm supposed to be doing everything together. Okay, so this is what we just tried to go over. So we said start in the middle here, and we said come out this way. Okay, so we are clearly on an L stance. Sitting back. My hands are not doing the work, but they're connected to my body. Come in, and then out. Eye level. And the music is lending to good rhythm, good extensions, and pulling back. Usually the hands mimic the feet. And then if this is your mid, you come together. You don't have to go off to one side, but kind of centralize that energy. Bring it up. Never out of Tai Chi posture. And even though I'm rising with my hands, my shoulders remain the same. Remain the same. Always relaxed, but only when you make yourself small, it gets a little lower. Okay,
so we start off with needle at the bottom of the C, and you're coming up. You come up this way, out. As you're coming, you're going to spread your fan out. This is going to be a block to protect your head, and this is going to be a strike forward. And then as you dip back, you're rocking back, and it's not just rocking back so you could go and do this, it's rocking back, and this elbow can help you. For guys that play basketball, they know what it is to chicken wing a guy. You use your elbow, and you can come around the person and gain advantage. With this back and swinging, you do this. So from here, swinging back, coming down, protect yourself here. You may be disguising your block, and you're going to come across, block, and as you block, you finish this, you cock your arm, you come out and you block again, come out, strip the hand that is grabbing your wrist so you can get away from him, okay? Then this is a push down, come back forward. And then turn, strike down, come back, cross, bring up, push out, and push him, bring it down. You can get in between somebody's hand, he's got you by the neck or the shoulder. You get in between his hands and you push forward, come down, and as you come down, making yourself small, you use your body weight, you use your central core, and you bring him down. Okay, so that's just, again, the intention, not for learning to fight, but gives you a sense as to why you're doing the particular movement, and it helps you to move your muscles and your body parts in an appropriate manner to help them strengthen themselves, help them balance.